In the quiet town of Calamity's wake, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stood the gunslinger, his life at stake, in the dust where the sinners met their doom. Whiskey bottle lay empty by a crooked cross, haunted whispers round the church now lost. Gunslinger, ride through the smoke and the sorrows, chasing the ghost of your love stolen and betrayed. Under the stars where there's no tomorrow, seeking vengeance where a debt of blood's unpaid. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a town too parched for righteous men. Her laughter mingled with the train's distant cries, till the night when darkness claimed her kin. Trust turned traitor later to the noose, left a gunslinger with nothing left to lose. Dead river split, he met the traitor face to ghostly face, words unspoken, cold steel spit. A thunder crack split the silent forsaken place. Two shots fired in the desert's heart, one man standing, one torn apart. Forgotten graves where wild winds blow, rests a gunslinger and the fires that grow. Through the dust of a ghost town's cries, where the shadows claim the midday sun, I ride with a bottle, the whiskey's my guide, past church bones where faith once died. The wind's a sermon that whispers of sin in the forsaken places I've been, riding through the ashes under cursed skies, haunting the silence where my old love lies. The echoes of train whistles far and wide, carrying my sorrow in the night I confide. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, betrayed by a kiss in the twilight she cried. The heart of a gambler with debts unpaid led me to the barrel of a gun betrayed. A storm came and washed my sins in the sand, left me a phantom in a barren land, riding through the ashes with ghosts at my side, searching for redemption where my demons hide. church whistle's a reminder of what I wants to fight in the dust storms of memory. Endlessly I ride in the mirror of the night under starlit confession. Haunting question: was it vengeance or salvation in the paths I chose? Only the desert knows. Only the desert knows. Riding through the ashes, finding peace at last in the quiet of a grave. Pains are past. Burning bridges light my way to where I belong. Amidst silent desert songs, this is where I'm strong. Swirls of secrets it keeps. The sun bleeds red over cracked earth deep. Ghost towns whisper with the voices of the scorned in the shadow of a church where vows were torn. Echoes from the lonely road calling me to bear my load. Whiskey numbs a heart so cold. On this cursed path I stroll, where the night hides the sins I sold. Echoes from the lonely road. I found an old bottle, label worn and frayed, like the love we made had just faded away. Train whistle moans through the silent night, a reminder of the flight in the fading light. Echoes from the lonely road, haunting every tale I've told. The wind whispers bold deeds old, beneath the stars so cruel and bold. In the dust where my dreams are rolled. Echoes from the lonely road. That burning church, the flames lick sky high, reflecting the fire that still burns in my eye. Confronting the ghost in this deserted hell, my heart's revenge, only time will tell. Echoes from the lonely road. Revenge is a debt I owed. Across silent deserts to forgotten graves I roll, letting go of the past I told. Echoes from the lonely road. Echoes of the truth bestowed. In this ballad, the haunted desert and fading memories conjure a story of loss and revenge, captured through vivid imagery in a weathered vocal style that embodies the spirit of the lonely road. In a ghost town, swallowed by the sand. The steeple bells no longer ring for the damned. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies. Black and cold, ashes of memories lace from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Once a lover, now an outlaw's face, betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left, echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow and secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly base. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge your love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave, silent decisions of the brash and the brave. So here's to the curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In this silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow I see her face. Under the moon's eternal chase, I am the ghost that time can't replace. Out where the whistling winds moan through the thorns lies a prairie so cursed it weeps and it mourns. Under skies painted with the brush of the crow, black whiskey in hand where no clear rivers flow. Echoes of train whistles crying through the night, burning church shadows cast by pale moonlight. On a prairie, sing your sorrowful tune under the watch of a blood-red moon. Ghosts of the past in the dust they lay, lost love and betrayal, on this ground they stay. ago, a love blossomed wild and free, till it was cut down beneath the old hangman's tree. He promised her roses but delivered only thorns, left her heart as barren as the land's forlorn. In the town now forgotten, with graves overgrown, her spirit wanders forever alone. Haunted prairie, sing your sorrowful tune under the watch of a blood-red moon. Ghosts of the past in the dust they lay, lost love and betrayal, on this ground they stay. In the silence of the desert he hears her call, from the shadows of the church to the old town hall. With a gun by his side and revenge in his eyes, he seeks the man who told those fatal lies. A showdown looms under the haunted sky, only one will live, the other will die. A haunted prairie where the cursed souls roam, now he joins her, never again to roam. In the land of the lost, where the sad winds sigh, love and vengeance beneath the endless sky. Every note like a whisper of the restless dead plays on in the prairie where the darkest tales are bred. Out where the sagebrush kisses cold night skies, the ghost town whispers with its hollow cries. Empty bottles clink like restless bones, echoing through the streets past abandoned homes. The wind a serenade to those who roam alone, carrying a scent of sin, dust and loam. From the ashes of the shadows, vengeance draws its breath, underneath the crescent moon, dancing close with death. Each step forward is a step into the past, where the heart knows no peace and shadows are cast. Train whistles moan across the cursed land, singing tales of a love slipped like sand through hands. Burning church in the distance, a beacon of forgotten faith, a testament to fires of betrayal and wraith. In the silence of the desert, a lone grave unadorned, lies the soul who played with fire and by fire was scorned. From the ashes of the shadows, vengeance draws its breath, underneath the blood-red sky, courting silent death. Footprints lead to nowhere on this desolate path, where every whisper in the wind is a ghost ride. the blood-red sky of a town too lost to die. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, sermons turned to ash and rye. A wandering shadow stirs the dust, casting sins in old coyote cries in that dim-lit ghostly hollow where even the brave don't dare to pry. Oh, the devil's shadows, they roam at will through silent deserts and past the chill on a cursed land where time stands still. They dance on graves where dreams once spilled. That shadow's mine, worn and weary from the years, chased by a love lost in the whispers of old train gears. The trail's knife cut deep, left nothing but salted tears in her eyes. A fire burned, now gone, snuffed out by my darkest fears. Oh, the devil's shadows, they creep and bend round forgotten graves where old loves end. With each haunting step, they mock and rend the hearts of those who can ascend. Storm, I saw her face, haunting and stark. A vision so vivid it tore the night apart. Revenge, she whispered, a ghostly lark. Now I follow her into the shadows, deep and dark. So here I stand in the devil's own narrows, where churches burn and justice narrows. With a gun in hand across the gallows, I follow her lead in the devil's shadows. Each line echoes like a ballad cried from the depths of a haunted desert, a tale of loss and relentless pursuit, whispered under the vast, uncaring stars. In the town where shadows lay deep as sins, echoed the whistle of the midnight train. Beneath that lonesome ghostly scream lies a tale of love turned ashes in the wind. Old whiskey bottles line the crumbling streets where once stood churches, now only memories weave. Ashes of the midnight train where my heart once laid its claim, driven deep into the cursed land by a vengeful traitor's hand. In the silence of this damn desert's breath lives a story soaked in lips of death. She was the fire wild under prairie moon's glow. Her betrayal a sharper cut than winter's bitter snow. In her wake left nothing but the ghost of my trust, a burning love reduced to nothing but dust. And now each night the train's cry splits the stark, a haunting reminder of the light swallowed by dark. Ashes of the midnight train, my soul wearing its invisible chain, carried away on that lonesome track to a place where no man comes back. In the hush of these forsaken graves echo the songs of the bravely betrayed. I see clear, her whispers float like venom in my ear. But the path to redemption is a road I walk alone, through the silent deserts where my sins are atoned. Train forged the steel of my resolve's chain. The cold quiet where the lost are found, I'll be the justice redemption bound. Let the wind carry away all that I've grieved. In the ashes of the midnight, my peace retrieved. In the shadow of the black sun, the dust whirls and dances. Whiskey bottles lay strewn in this town of ghostly glances. An old train whistle moans through the silent scorched air, echoing round burnout churches in a land stripped bare. Beneath the black sun where our sins lie heavy on the ground, broken vows and forgotten graves where lost souls are bound. I hear the call of vengeance, a whisper on the wind. Beneath the black sun where the end and beginnings blend. She was a vision fair as a desert, blooming spring's embrace. But her heart hid shadows, love turned to chilling disgrace. By the chapel we vowed, under that cursed searing sky, but she vanished with dawn left a note, didn't say goodbye. Beneath the black sun, where promises fade into the dust, love turns to ash, fueled by a trail of unyielding mistrust. The echo of her laughter, now a ghost in the wind, sad moan. Beneath the black sun, I wander these badlands alone. At the crossroads I face the devil with her face. In the heart of the desert our memories I trace. A shot rings out, breaking silence like a cry. Under the black sun, I can't let this lie die. Beneath the black sun, with my heart bleeding deep in the sand, I've laid to rest her deceit in this cursed, forsaken land. Now the black sun sets, and in darkness I find my peace. The shadows embrace me, my soul finally finds its release. In the shadow of the moon, on the edge of the dust, lies the haunted prairie, whispering secrets to the rust. Train whistle moans through the silence of the ghost, by the burned out church where the spirits boast. All beneath the haunted prairie lies a tale so worn, of a love turned bitter and a heart that's torn. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, telling tales of cowboys damned and brave. Once I loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, in a cursed town with sunsets bloodied by lies. Betrayed by a kiss, I watched my world collapse, left me wandering this desert, waiting for perhaps. Beneath the haunted prairie, under that lonely sky, echoes of our laughter, shadows of our goodbye. Dust storms roll over memories so grave, sins of the past no man can save. By the light of a dying star, I face my foe. In the hallowed grounds where the cursed winds blow, gunpowder sent to flash in the night. Revenge or redemption, couldn't tell which was right. Now beneath the haunted prairie, I lay my love to rest. The desert knows my secrets, keeps them close at its breast. Forgiveness or damnation, let the spirits decide. On the haunted prairie, alone gunslingers ride. So if you wander far, where the wild coyotes cry, listen close, you'll hear the prairie sigh of broken dreams beneath the starry dome, beneath the haunted prairie where lost souls roam. Under a blood-red sky, I ride through the sand, past ghost towns and graves in this godforsaken land. Whiskey bottle clutched, memories flood like rain, the echoes of the past whispering with pain. Riding through the cursed land, heart heavy as stone, lost love and betrayal in this desert I roam. Each mile a reminder of the cost of my sins. Riding through the cursed land where the darkness begins. Dust storms swirl around like the lies that were spun. Found love in her eyes neath the same burning sun. But a train whistle moans, a dirge for my soul. She's gone with the shadows where the night winds blow. Riding through the cursed land, guns at my side, silent deserts witness to the tears I've denied, seeking redemption or a bullet to end my plight. Riding through the cursed land, through the endless night. Churchyard, where the fire still burns, I see her shadow dance at every painful turn. My heart calls for justice, but there's no peace to find. Only whispers of the past twisting through my mind. Riding through the cursed land, this tale's nearly done. Fate's a cruel mistress under this merciless sun. But in this endless desert, I've made my final stand. Riding through the cursed land, gun cold in my hand. In the ghost town where the dust storms roam, under moonlit skies, this cursed land's my home. The train whistles a lonesome groan past the burning church, through the valley's bone. Buried in the whiskey, drowning in the pain, every bottle's a tombstone, every memory's a chain. Lost love's echo in the bottle's cry, cursed to roam, too gone to die. Whispers trail from an old saloon shadow where her betrayal set my world aglow. Silver flicker in the candlelight, her eyes cold
cold stars on that fateful night. Buried in the whiskey, suffocated by the past, each sip a reminder of a love that couldn't last. Ghost of her laughter, a haunting spree, silent desert sands keep her far from me. Stood by the forgotten graves, felt the wind's confession, a specter of her in the swirling dust procession, a shot for every sin, the revolver's decree. In the silence of the desert, the spirits won't let me be. Buried in the whiskey, embraced by the strife, this bottle my redemption, this outlaw's life, revenge a bitter truth under the crescent moon sway, in the whisper of the desert I'll find my way.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, I ride alone, past whispers in the pines. Dust kicks up neath the hooves of my old gray mare, ghost towns echo, tales of despair. A whiskey bottle clinks against my side as I ride toward vengeance, with nowhere to hide. Riding through the last ride, under a blood-red sky, past burning churches where the lost souls lie. Hear the train whistle, mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm chasing shadows on this long last ride. The wind howls secrets of a cursed land. Once loved a woman, she slipped right through my hands. Betrayed by a brother, now foe, not a friend. Left me for dead in a story that he penned. But the desert knows the sins of night, and in its sands I plot my fight. Riding through the last ride, under a blood-red sky, past forgotten graves where the dust storms fly. Hear the train whistle, mourn a tune so wild and wide. I'm facing demons on this long last ride. In the mirror of the night, face to face with my past, every scar, every wrong, shadows cast. With the ending near, this tale's last page, I'll meet my fate with a gunfighter's rage. sky. This is my confession, this is my goodbye. I hear the train whistle sing a hymn so wild and wide. I'm embracing darkness on this last solemn ride. No more shadows, just the truth by my side.
In the shade of a deadwood tree, where the whistling wind moans, I lay my whiskey bottle down beside a trail of bones. The ghost town sleeps in silence under skies of iron gray. Echoes of the train's lament carry my mind away. Burn shadows under twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I walk these dusty roads alone, justice in my hands. Church bells ring their last goodbye in flames that reach the sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the brave can cry. She was the dawn to my dusk, heart stolen with a smile, betrayed by a brother's lie, led astray by guile. From the dusty bottle's bottom, my spirit's pain was found in the forgotten graves out back. My hopes were buried ground. Burn shadows under twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I stalk these silent deserts now, a gun cold in my hands. The church cross stands charred and black, a stark against the red sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the strong can die. Underneath a blood-red moon, I face the man who wronged. Words as dry as desert's breath, where our old love belonged. His eyes a mirror of my pain, twisted by the winds of fate. A brother's bond now just as dead, sealed by darkened hate. In the ashes of the revenge, the past lays bare and scorched. Forgiveness is a distant shore, forever now divorced. The dust storms claim what's left of heart, as I accept the bane. In the land of cursed memories, only the ghosts remain. In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too rough for devils, soaked in blood red as the wine. Whiskey bottles line the barroom where lost souls come to stand, and ghostly whispers fill the night air
'neath the cursed and barren land. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. There's no redemption, only sorrow in this God-forsaken sand. Life and death both share a secret here beneath the cursed land. Once a lover sweet as summer fell to darkness deep and wide. Her betrayal like no other took my peace with her lies. In the churchyard by the river, burning embers told of plans to leave me shackled by her memory, scarred beneath the cursed land. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. Love's a ghost I'll always follow through this dry, forsaken sand. My heart is empty as the bottles here beneath the cursed land. Train whistle moans a mournful tune across the waste so wide and far. Each note a spike within my heart. Beneath the dim and distant stars, the wind it carries both our tales of dreams that turn to drifting sands. No more to roll my face, my fate, with bloodied heart and gun in hand. Revenge and mercy hard to swallow. Either way it's never right. Forgotten graves bear silent witness to the justice I demand. I find some peace amidst the darkness here beneath the cursed land. Out where the chaparral beats the fading light, rode past the whiskey bottles, glinting through the night, through dust storms howling, shackles of the past, ghost town's church a burning, shadows that they cast. Oh, I'm riding through the ghost town, rain's cold in my hand, the cursing lands whisper over forsaken sand. Echoes of my heartbeat sync with the train's moan. Revenge a bitter rider, I face this road alone. Her laughter once filled the sullen smoky space, till betrayal left its cold hard trace. A bullet with a promise under the desert moon. In forgotten graves they lay, taken all too soon. No, riding through the ghost town, lost love's silent plea. desert's breath, the furnace, still no solace brings to me. Ghost of her whispers dance in the dust swirl. Love lost in the shadows of this barren world. There at the gallows stood a man I knew, had brim shadowed eyes that couldn't face the truth. Ghostly silence, my soul can't find its rest. So I'm riding through the ghost town, this pain I've come to own. Forgiveness is a stranger on these streets of bone. With each hoofbeat's echo, my heart's turning to stone. In the land of lost shadows, I ride on alone.
In the town where shadows whisper under the devil's moon, boots stir the curse to dust to the old saloon's croon. A trail of whiskey bottles marks the path he rides, every step a story where sorrow abides. Echoes from the dusty boots, tales of guns and loot, in the silence of the ghost town, under the sky so brute. His heart a buried treasure in graves no cross could root, haunted by the love he lost in this desolate pursuit. Years back, young and wild, love was his to claim, a beauty from the east, Lily was her name. Betrayed by a brother's hand for the gold in the vein, left her in the burning church with his soul in chains. Echoes from the dusty boots, cries of pain stew through the howling dust storms, past the hanging noose. His vows whispered to the winds, promises turned obtuse, riding through the cursed lands, a heart that won't truce. In the mirror of the night, by the train's lonesome whistle, he faced the ghost of what was, his resolve now brittle. A reckoning in the quiet, with the stars as his witness. 2 shots in the darkness seal the betrayer's kiss.
Echoes from the dusty boots, now slowly mute. In the town forever silent, justice absolute. His love an eternal echo through deserts so acute. A lone gunslinger's tale ends where lives once took root.
In the shadow of the valley where the dead crows fly, a ghost town sleeps under a blood-red sky. Whiskey bottles lay scattered in the dust, echoes of laughter turn to rust. Train whistles moan through silent air, carrying sins too heavy to bear. Burning churches light the night, flames casting prayers in flickering light. Oh, undertaker, hear my plea. This cursed land won't set me free. Your hymn's a rope tied tight with sin, guide my soul through the wind. Once loved a girl with storm cloud eyes, promises made under sapphire skies, but betrayal's knife cuts deep and sure, left my heart on a dusty floor. A silver locket, a forgotten grave, lost love's price too steep to save. Her whisper floats on the desert breeze, a haunting tune through the cypress trees. Oh, undertaker, hear my plea. This cursed land won't set me free. Your hymn's a rope tied tight with sin, guide my soul through the wind. Tonight at the crossroads I make my stand, revenge pistol heavy in my hand. Her ghost in my dreams, steering my fate, a dance with the devil, too little too late. Oh, undertaker, take this broken man, fashion me anew if you can. Sing your hymn as my final friend, in dust and shadow let my heart mend. Oh, undertaker, with your solemn grin, in your hymn I find my end. From cursed lands to stormy seas, let your dark hymn set me free.
In the shadow of the broken steeples cross, where the wind whispers through the pine soft side, there lies a town lost beneath time's cruel gloss, engulfed by sands under a cursed sky. A preacher lived with a secret so dark. Whiskey bottle whispered it to the night by the light of a lone flickering spark in a world devoid of a righteous light. Oh, the silence of the desert holds his tale, haunted by a love that could not prevail. Ghost trains cry beneath the moon's pale veil, and meant for the preacher's secret, a wretched wail. On Sunday, love and grace sustains, while his heart hid her picture worn and frayed. In the vestige of his broken dreams lies the love he betrayed and the price he paid. A dusty Bible, a revolver code, her locket buried in an unmarked grave. His whispered prayers that never grew old, for a soul too far gone to ever save. Oh, the silence of the desert knows his shame, burning like the old church he set aflame. Ghost towns keep secrets, never speak her name. A meant for the preacher's secret, his eternal blame. Down in the valley where the dead church lies, the preacher found his knees, and there he cried, confronting ghosts of the past under stormy skies. He begged for forgiveness as part of him died. So listen to the wind, hear the desert's breath, echoing a tale of love, betrayal, and death. The preacher's secret walks a spectral wraith in silent deserts of sorrow. He finds no rest. Lament for the preacher's secret, in whispers confess.
In the shade of a ghost town under the cursed moon's eye, I walk past whiskey bottles lined like forgotten men. Dust whispers tales in the silence of the dry, where the church once burning holds secrets it won't defend. Gone with the high sky, where the lost souls fly, carving names in the bones of this land. Echoes of a train whistle bleeding through the night. In the heart of the desert I make my final stand. Her love was a mirage, a fleeting shadow on the sand. Promises as empty as the graves hidden from sight. Betrayed by a kiss, led astray by treacherous hand. Now every star above us bears witness to my plight. Gone with the hollow sky, where the cold winds lie. Memories haunt the edges of my mind. That same old train whistle, a ghost calling me to fight. In the silence of the desert, what's lost I'll never find.
face with my reflection in a broken saloon glass. The echo of my heartbeat sinks with boots on wooden floors. The past is a shadow, future's a past. Tonight I'll settle scores as the hollow sky implores. With the hollow sky, this is where